Good day, everyone.
I am Danilyn Ganzon.
And I am Rufa May Gumalo. Today, we're going to talk about the well-known figure in ancient Greek history, which is Pythagoras.
Alright, so let's begin with a little background about Pythagoras. So, Pythagoras was born around 570 BC on the island of Samos in the Aegean Sea. So, his father was gem merchant named Nesarchus, and his mother was Piatis. So, there's debate about his personal life. So, someone says that Pythagoras was married, but from the other source, someone said that Pythagoras is not married at all, and according to the another sources, that she married Theano and they have a children. But in the other source also said that Theano was one of his students during that time. So Pythagoras traveled to Egypt, Babylon, and possibly someone says even in India. So si Pythagoras Manggod is one of the a group of Socrates during that time. So one of the students is Socrates, so that is why he is recognized being a Pythagorean theorem. So it is when we say Pythagorean theorem, it is a fundamental principle in mathematics. So however, Pythagoras was much more than just a mathematician. So he was also a philosopher, a religious reformer, and a mysterious figure whose life is surrounded by myths and contradictions. So let's proceed. So eventually Pythagoras really settled his teaching in Croton. So it is a Greek city. So Croton again is a Greek city, and now it is in the southern Italy. Then he became a respected teacher and founded an exclusive community of followers. So daghan nag-admire niya dito nga lugar since he is a respected teacher, an inclusive activity. So daghan siya mga followers. So since he influenced the education, so iyang gi-share ang iyang knowledge to the other. And then tungod sa iyang pagka-famous, his fame is also nag-lead sa iya og daghang enemies. So naay naengganyo sa iyang grupo. So that is why there is a young man who named Cylon wanted to join the group of Pythagoras, which what we call Pythagorean people. So but nahitabo he rejected Cylon to what we call this one, to join his group. That is why nasuko si Cylon, and then nangita siya pamaagi para ma-attack ang mga Pythagorean, which is the anti-Pythagorean. So naghimo siya way para ma-attack sila, and that is why imbis dito siya sa Croton, nabalhin siya sa Metapontum. Okay, again, imbis dito siya sa Croton, nabalhin siya sa Metapontum. It's because naay na ano sa iya, ang iyahang pagka-famous nag-lead sa iya into destruction, and mo'y nag-attack sa iya in order for him to get down. And now someone said that dito siya namatay sa Metapontum. Some sources nga gi-murdered siya, and some other sources says nga namatay siya it's because of fasting in 40 days. So there's a lot of what we call explanation and the other sources how Pythagoras really died. And let's proceed now. Let's talk about what Pythagoras is known for. So, although he associated with Pythagorean theorem, we don't know for sure he proved it himself. So, that's because none of his original writings have survived. So, lack of information about his life. So, most of what we know is his followers and who often added their own ideas and credited them to him. So, beyond math, so Pythagoras had strong spiritual beliefs. So, he thought the immortality of the soul and believed in reincarnations. His religious man nga pagkatao si Pythagoras, and na siya daghang mga, what we call this one, daghang siyang mga belief na, and he also believe about reincarnation. When we say reincarnation nga, once mabuhi ang tao, so naa pa siya in another life, mabuhi siya balik, pero tao gyapon siya, pero naay second life, something like that. So ideas that challenge traditional Greek religion of the Olympian gods, but naay mga contradiction ani, since ang Olympian gods didn't believe about reincarnation. So that is why na siya mga strict lifestyle during that time. So this bring us the Pythagorean way of life. So his followers practiced dietary restriction, though the rules varied. Some said that they avoided all meat. So since they believe about reincarnation, there's a lot of rules that they followed, especially eating the meat. Not just the meat, but also eating the beans. So they didn't eat meat, and they didn't eat some beans, since they believe that reincarnation really exists, and when they eat those, they will be, if they reincarnate, matawag sila hugaw na nga tao during that time, is because nakasala sila. If they eat that kind of food, feeling nila makasasala sila. So that is why reason given include to their effects, so their symbolic resemblance to body parts, and that is their spiritual belief. So no one knows the exact reason, since wala dyan nagpabilin nga exact information about Pythagoras, and but his rule is that that rules became Pythagoras famous. So another interesting so we have the Pythagorean way of life. So Pythagoras believe in reincarnation. So not just the reincarnation, but also the, what we call this one, his spiritual beliefs, his good in mathematics, is, since Pythagoras is one of the students of Socrates.
And for the continuation, another interesting artifact is the Pythagorean cup, also known as the greedy cup. So it's a cup that empty. Balik daw. Sige, anara. Naglibog ko na kwan.
Pagbasa ra dili ra na kon
Okay.
sa question mo sa
For the continuation, another interesting artifact is the Pythagorean cup, also known as the greedy cup. It's a cup that empties itself if filled above a certain level, a clever way of teaching moderation. The message, don't be greedy, or you may lose not just the extra, but everything. So even after his death, the lifestyle and teachings of Pythagoras lived on. His ideas continued to influence thinkers for centuries, and although modern society often remembers him as a mathematician, it's clear that he was also a spiritual leader, philosopher, and a reformer whose teachings touched on many areas of life. So in conclusion, Pythagoras remains one of history's most fascinating and mysterious figures. His life teaches us that a person's legacy can extend far beyond the one thing they're most famous for. So while we may know him best for a theorem, we should also remember him as a thinker, who tried to understand not just the whole world but the soul within us. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. We hope that you enjoyed learning about Pythagoras.
The brilliant mind behind the Pythagorean theorem.
His legacy continues to inspire math lovers and thinkers around the world. See you next time!